Welcome to Off Corporate. It's your boy Chardale B. You can find me on social media. It's chardale.b. Now let me start this video off by saying we've got a train moving in the background, so excuse the noise. I was gonna say, I'm here in the beautiful Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You can only find views like this in a few select places on the beach in the cold winter months. This is currently the month of January. It's exciting to be out here visiting. Just wanted to pop in really quick and talk about how to stay in a creative flow. As a creative, you always run into those instances where you struggle to find the creative inspiration to finish a project, whether it's personal or professional. Because it happened to me recently. I was trying to finish a project and I really couldn't figure out that last piece. A lot of times for me, it's either B-roll or it just happens. It happens to everyone. And there's no one solution. Sometimes the need to improvise is what causes you to come up with some of your most creative content. One of the ways that I deal with it is to just break outside of that comfort zone, taking a step away from the computer and just doing something different. And I tell you what, some of the houses out here in Louisiana do not look like what people typically characterize as Louisiana homes. If I end up moving down here, this is not my fault, guys, okay? They keep cooking this food like this. Look at this. This is just like a little homemade, little extra side dish. Look at this, a little sweet treat. Green bean casserole, people. What am I supposed to do? I can't say no to this. To check out their TJ Maxx. Look at this cat over here, just gliding through the air. That's pretty interesting. The bar stools are kind of nice. It'd be kind of dope for a photo shoot. I like these kind with the backless because there's always a need to, when you're doing a photo shoot, to position yourself in an awkward way. Now look, these are on sale. You know, a little backlight or something to light the scene. Interesting fanny packs. Should I get a fanny pack? Am I a fanny pack guy? These are choices you have to make in the 2020s. Well, yeah, hopefully you can see how the creative ideas just start flowing. You know, it's not even strategic. Just walking around and just seeing stuff that inspires me as I'm moving through spaces. Sometimes that, you know, just breaking up that routine can help. Another thing that can help is bring other people in collaboratively. Tuesday with the creatives.
Again, my phone had wide angle on it, so it was like, oh, I can just do it.
They try to beat me. They thought they was gonna get here before me. I couldn't let that happen.
Bienvenidos.
Yeah.
Vlog en español. Stable Gray in Spanish.
Sí, get some of it. Say it again. ¿Cómo se dice?
What?
Stable Gray.
I didn't say Stable Gray in Spanish.
Oh, it's Stable Gray, right? In Spanish, you.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same.
He tried to trick me.
To
He tried to trick me. Crew with us. Let's see what we capture. Out here with the creatives, creating. We got some serious shots going on.
Okay, welcome. I'm not very good at English, but we try to tell you how it feels. I think I need to take this off. Okay.
Alright, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, I'm ready. Woo! We did it. Lo hicimos, muy bien. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave your powerful like. Thanks to all my crew. They're amazing. We did it.
Looking good, looking like Fabio. Looking at what other people have created over time and just kind of being like, oh, that'd be dope. You know, I would do it, but I would kind of change it, you know, and do something like this. And that can spark some ideas. But it goes a little bit deeper than that. Sometimes we fall into these creative slumps. Maybe the energy around us is very negative. You know, sometimes it's just your personal life. You're going through whatever you're going through. So stress can do it. Having tight deadlines can make it difficult to finish a project. But the one thing that you really have to make sure that you do is stay true to yourself. If you try to create what someone else has created or try to live up to someone else's expectations, that can kill your creative process. And that's something that I fight on a regular. I'm never trying to be anybody else but myself. If I make mistakes, sometimes that's what makes my project unique, is the errors in the work that I did. The fact that I forgot some B-roll, or the fact that I couldn't get the color quite right, so then I had to improvise by adding some film grain or something to make it more artistic. I forgot my microphone batteries, so I'm actually recording off of my iPad. It's just sitting in my back pocket right now. There's the train. That'll kind of be going in the background. Let me show everybody something real quick. All right, so here we are in Affinity Photo. I do use Adobe Creative Suite as well, but today we're just editing in Affinity Photo. In this particular example, you have a bunch of speckles in this photo. This was shot with the Sony a7 III. The sensor was clean, but I had a UV filter on the lens when I traveled down to Louisiana, and I think it just got dirty during travel. So this needed to be removed. So just want to give you guys another example of what creative inspiration looks like. So really quick, here's the before. This is the original photo, and here is the after. Okay, so removed a bunch of the speckles, but what you might notice is there's some little stars in here. So I actually got the inspiration for the stars because of the mistake. Like, I probably wouldn't have been looking this closely, but when I was poking around, you know, trying to fix these little speckles, I noticed these little white dots. So you can see I took out, you know, these flares and stuff. But I saw these little white dots in the sky, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, you know? That gave me the inspiration to say, whoa, that'd be cool if there were a bunch of stars in the sky. So because of this mistake, you know, all these speckles in the shot, I was able to come up with the idea to add the stars. So now you see I've added all kinds of stars, you know, a little dipper or whatnot, or, you know, my little interpretation of that. It almost reminds me of, what is it, Paramount Pictures, when the Statue of Liberty is holding the flame and it's all sparkly and dreamy looking. These lens flares from the light source kind of remind me of that for some reason. I'm not going to do anything else except for just add some more stars to the photo. So here we go. So all we're doing here is just taking a sample of a white spot in the image and using that to create stars in the sky. It's very tedious process, but that's kind of my personality. I like to, you know, be tedious like that. I think the key here is to not overdo it. It's like 12 o'clock my Central Standard Time, and I'm just trying to get this done. So I'll speed this up so you guys can see what the finished product looks like. All right, so there you go. Filled the sky with stars, artificial stars. But, you know, I think it looks halfway decent. Here's what it looked like before, and here's after. There's always some people that like the original better than the edited photo, and that's fine. Some people have a certain preference for the original, but I like to have a little fun with it and see if I can clean it up and do something interesting. I did take both of these photos, so if you like the original, then you know, I consider that a pat on the back as well. But me personally, some of the things I don't like about the original, the lens flares here, I think that just looks a little sloppy to me, so pulled that out. It's always a compromise, you know, it's a trade-off, and I feel like it was a good trade-off between the original, you know, try to match the sky with the sky in the video and things like that, just to have a little bit of fun with it. But I'll leave a link to download the photos. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, so here's my top 10 takeaways from this video on how to stay in a creative flow. Get outside of your comfort zone. Just getting a breath of fresh air or finding something different in your scenery can promote inspiration. Embrace your mistakes. You're going to make mistakes, so use your errors as inspiration. Improvise. Find the value in your mistakes and use it as an excuse to improvise and come up with some new idea that no one had ever considered. Collaborate with others. When you find yourself in a creative rut, get around some other people and you'll be surprised how much inspiration they'll give you. Go see what other people are working on. So instead of bringing other people into your project in a collaborative way, go find out what they're doing. And a lot of times that will give you just enough fuel to finish your project. Ask for feedback from someone who's not in your field of work. Getting someone with an unbiased opinion to look at the work you're doing can provide a lot of insight into where you're getting stuck. They'll point out things that maybe you weren't looking at or hadn't considered, and that can boost your inspiration in the area where you had the rut before. Create idea boards. Surf hashtags. Find hashtags that you like and just surf through them. Scroll through and look at different content and see if you find anything you like that will spark a new idea. Flip other people's ideas upside down. So look at what other people have done and put your own twist on it. This is an easy way to come up with new ideas. Every idea is just waiting to be rehashed. Stay away from negative energy. And this is probably the second most important one on this list. Negative energy equals burnout. If you get burned out, it's going to be very, very hard for you to find the motivation to finish your creative work. And the most important one is, like I say, stay true to yourself. Don't worry about what other people are doing, how good they are, how much you wish your work looked like theirs, because if it's already been done, no one wants to see it again. You need to come up with new content and new ideas as you're moving through your creative process, and don't fall into the trap of trying to keep up with the Joneses. But those are just some things that you can do to keep your content looking dope, whether it's photo, video, web development, working on your company brand. You just got to find that piece of inspiration. So I'll throw up some resources. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will keep you posted on the next content that will be coming, but just wanted to check in and thank everyone for watching as we kind of kick off. But more content coming soon. It's your boy Chardale B. You can find me on social media. It's chardale.b. I'm gonna go take in some of the scenery. We'll be back soon. Peace.